How much longer until hot cities in the US like Phoenix AZ start losing population because of climate change? One Indian city reached 54 Celsius last week. That is totally unsustainable. The worst part is the feedback loop hot cities can put us into. Hotter temps mean we use more air conditioning, which means we use more energy, most of which is still fossil-based, so we cook the planet more, requiring more air conditioning, etc. It will force migration at some point, but the real answer is we need to find ways to replace fossil fuels and get a handle on global warming. BTW, the word you seek is uninhabitable. Curiously, habitable and inhabitable mean essentially the same thing. I just visited Texas and they blast their AC constantly. Well, until their power grid goes down. Imagine all the waste created from living in places where it's clearly hazardous to live. Phoenix and the surrounding area is one of the fastest growing areas in the US. For the greater Phoenix area, a more imminent problem is going to be limits on available water. That has already begun to become a problem and led to some limits on growth. Same for more arid areas of Texas. A wet bulb 100 humidity temperature of 95 degrees is thought to be about the limit of what the human body can take. This will make it increasingly difficult to survive in Florida and humid areas of Texas outside the cooling envelope of AC. But I don't think that will encourage many to leave. What may convince people is more intense hurricanes and other storms, combined with the increasingly high cost of homeowners insurance if you can get it, especially in Florida. A better question is how long until people near the equator move north? And the answer is it's already happening. Not for a long amount of time. It's not as close as you would think, but yes, still a potential issue. Climate refugees are already in motion all over the world. In 20 years, most humans will have moved closer to the poles for more moderate weather. Island nations will be underwater. Displacement is real and borders continue to close. It's going to get really bad really fast. It'll be a bit. Humans are stubborn, so you're going to need infrastructure breakdown before it really starts. As soon as water starts being as expensive as gas. Oh yeah, I mean the water situation alone is looking bleak. Although as it gets hotter it means more monstrous monsoons too, it's leading into both extremes. The last 4 years have been the greenest I've seen it out here. Oodles and oodles of bugs and flora have been popping up and staying longer. The neighborhood pack of Javelina have doubled in number. 2020, I think it was, Tucson, edge to edge was literally swarmed by these little black moths all launching off at the same time. It was absolutely amazing, and slightly horrifying because of the implications. I love it out here now, and the rush of people moving in because of the low costs have brought in a rush of jobs available too, but somewhere deep in my gut I feel I should move before it gets any hotter and the water runs out. How many in Phoenix don't have AC? They won't lose population due to climate change, so long as they gain population due to other areas being completely unsustainable to live in, price-wise. Fascinating question, and so glad the floor is open to conversation around this. I have nothing to add, as people have spoken eloquently the points I was going to offer up. I agree. The energy loop we are currently in feels unsustainable and potentially dire in the long run. We need alternative sources of energy to hopefully help create a cooling effect over time so that some of the warmest places can cool. Fucking soon, I hope. When more and more power grids go down and mass extinctions start to happen because of heat deaths. MMW. One day there will be pockets of survival in America where people flock to like migrants fleeing persecution. Cities are already being abandoned due to economic reasons. Just wait until lack of air conditioning enters the picture. Cities close to Oregon's latitude will thrive temperature-wise across the USA. Have you seen the home prices in Phoenix? Have you met people or capitalism? Not going to happen until the city runs out of water. One time. Seems like they are already set up to handle it. I know we are in Nashville,